beautiful soul gardeners, and welcome back to another edition of Meditation Vibration. I'm your Mindful Cruise Director, Julie Zipper, and what are we going to talk about over these next 4 weeks? We're going to talk about the ego. Bwahaha. Actually, I'm sure you've heard this from Christopher. The ego gets such a bad rap. The ego is actually a perfect and beautiful thing for this earth ride. We all got one. And we all live with one for our entire journey here. Yes, I believe even the Dalai Lama has an ego. Even your greatest spiritual mentor has an ego. It's one of our 12 states of awareness. We all got it. We all got one. So what is it? Well, the ego is the way in which we individualize ourselves. So we all come from source energy. We all come from this beautiful divine presence. It's all one, it's everywhere, it's infinite good, it's infinite intelligence, it's unconditional love. And from this space, we are individualized emanations of this one presence, of this one mind. But we're individualized, we're unique, we're beautiful, we're perfect, we're on time, we're on purpose. And our ego is a way in which we begin to define who we are. We begin to separate. I'm different than you, and this is what makes me different. This is what makes you different. And if you ever notice, the terrible twos, this is when we get our ego. This is when we learn about the ego state of awareness. This is when the little kids start to say, me, mine. And it's also this that says, I'm prettier than you, or I'm not as pretty as you. I need to be skinnier than. I need to be more successful than. Less than, greater than. This is the ego, separation and individualization. So what I want to talk about over these next 4 weeks are ego traps. So the ego, as a beautiful and perfect state of awareness, is best when it's in check, when it's in the driver's seat, when your awareness of this infinite field of consciousness that you are is the thing that's in the driver's seat. I think I just said the ego in the driver's seat. And the ego is in the passenger seat. So there's a level of dominion over the ego. And the first ego trap that I want to talk about is victimhood consciousness. What is victimhood consciousness? Well, the banner statement or mantra for victimhood consciousness is I am powerless. I'm powerless. I can't leave this job. The economy is really bad right now, and there's no way I can get another one. I am powerless to change my current state or my current condition, my current experience. Another statement would be I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to get that job. I don't know enough to teach this class, right? I'm powerless. I'm powerless to be who I am in this world. And there's many other statements that I can't think of right now that I wrote down earlier. But basically, this can happen in any area of your life. In your finances, right? There is not enough. That's another one of victimhood consciousness. There is not enough money. There is not enough time. There is not enough love in this world. There's not enough single men in this world. These are all victimhood consciousness statements that say, I am powerless and I don't have the power within me to create a life I love. So, how do we deal with this in a mindful way? How do we sit with this in a mindful way? Well, the first thing, 99% of that journey, is to become aware of it. The moment that you become aware, oh my God, what Julie just said, I was just thinking that there's not enough time, or there's not enough single, beautiful men in the world, right? So as soon as you become aware of it, you can go, that's victimhood. That's my ego saying that what makes me different is that I don't have the power, that somebody outside me has the power and I don't. This is what differentiates us. So, once you're mindful of that, once you're in that state of awareness, okay, that's victimhood consciousness, and I want to choose something different for myself. What do I know to be true? Look for the evidence. Look for the statement that you do believe. And here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you that you are powerful beyond measure, that the infinite field of consciousness from which you were birthed, from which you are still connected and unified, is powerful beyond our wildest dreams. It's that which has created all of life. And you were made in the image and likeness of it. That's your DNA. That's your inheritance. It's not from your mom and your dad or your grandparents or the government. The inheritance that you have is infinite. And that's the space that you come from. So the next time that you say, there's not enough, turn within, catch it, and say, there is more than enough. I come from an infinite supply. There is more than enough. The next time that you say, I'm powerless to change my life, I come from the infinite creator who has created all of life. I can create anything that I want to. I was made in the image and likeness. And you find your own statements that back this up and that start to move you out of victimhood consciousness and into something that feels life-affirming and good. Okay, so let's all turn within, my friends. Take 3 deep breaths with me. With that first breath, let go. Let go of everything that you thought before this moment. And with your second breath, let go of everything that you think about your future. And with that third breath, letting go of everything that you think about who you are, what you are, where you are, just let it all go. And I'm going to guide you guys through this very quickly, but I'd love for you to take this into your own meditation time and do it more slowly, all right? So the first step is to feel your breath. Just feel your breath. And then begin to feel that your skin is breathing as well. That your breath is in your skin. And then begin to feel that the room around you is your breath. And you're all pulsating like this amoeba together. As you inhale, the room around you, the space around you inhales. As you exhale, it all exhales with you. And then imagine that your whole neighborhood is your breath. One breath, one breath. In and out. Begin to feel this unified field. You are not separate. You are united. You are one. We are one. And now begin to imagine that your whole country is one breath. Breathing together, one breath, one life, one power, one presence. And now I give you freedom. Go as big as you want. Your world, your universe, your cosmos, one breath, one mind, one power. You are not a victim. You are powerful beyond measure, and there's no difference between you and anyone else in that. We are all just as powerful. We are all made of the same spiritual DNA. See you next week. Live, love, be.